Aries, hello there, my beautiful friends. We're going to do your general tarot reading for late December, moving on into the new year in January. I hope you're all doing fabulous. So let's shuffle it up and get you going immediately like we always do with a nice oracle card, just so we could dip our toes in energy and see what's going on for my lovely Aries collective. I hope you're all fabulous and festive and fantastic. Let's get this first card out here and see what's going on for you, my friends. What do we got for Aries? And then, yeah, we'll get into the full reading itself. And at the end, I'll get you a bonus card by pulling you a shadow card with the Shadowland Tarot, which is always awesome, in my opinion. Okay, so yeah, we do have this individual that seems to be looking towards the past, and it is that time of year, right? Might be doing a lot of reflection, thinking back on memories. That's a big key with that card. Now, we'll peel back the layers on that. Before we do, though, if you're new here, I'll be speaking about the December subscriber surprise towards the end, so you might want to check that out. And also, if you could kindly illuminate that like button by tapping it right on its third eye, you know I'd greatly appreciate it. But into the reading, enough of the promo. Have a look at this lady in her lovely purple dress. Now, notice she is looking behind her, so there is something linked to the past here, whether it's memories, an individual. There could be a lot of reflecting about that. And I am getting kind of that energy, not specifically of the past, but somebody like taking stock, taking an account, like really adding things up with this type of card. Now, it can also represent communication. This could be you wanting to speak to someone or vice versa, because this does have the letter, the birds. Those are usually emblematical of communication. But when I see this, and it is the type of year for that, or the time of year for that type of stuff, pardon me, where one might be taking stock on the year that has just passed or things that they've been through to try to pull some lessons to move forward. So Spirit might be asking you to do that. So we're just going to plop her down right over here and get into tarot now. I always say that first card, it doesn't make or break the reading. It's just a little footnote. But I'm going to get you 3 cards in the upright before we get that intuitive juiciness going. So let's shuffle it up for Aries here. Towards the end of December, my guides, talk to me. What do we got for my friends? So, last week's reading wasn't the most festive. It was titled A Serious Situation. So hopefully you haven't been grappling or dealing with something that's a little serious, stern in its ways. It felt a little bit cold. So if something did come through, hopefully you're resolving that, or you have. But we're going to see what we have for you this week. As I always say, energies are very fluid. They're always changing. Only take this how it hits for you, because we could be seeing your energy or someone you're connected to. Let's get these first 3 out here for you, Aries. What do we got for my friends, please? All right, that came out real quick. Okay, so we do have the 10 of Cups in position number 1, and that is a beautiful way to start this. Now, there are a lot of things this 10 of Cups can represent, but it is one of the best cards in the whole tarot deck, right? It's a wish fulfillment card. Let's keep it moving here, because we have much to go, my friends. Let's get 2 more out here for the main spread, please. All right, fired up. Yeah, this is a Aries type of energy, if I do say so myself. We got the Ace of Wands in position number 1. So it's interesting that we have a 10 card, which could represent a cycle closing with a new opportunity for a lot of you. Let's get 1 more. Interesting indeed. We got the water fire mixture popping. Okay, yeah, you're gonna have a little bit of bonus here. So we do have the 8 of Pentacles right here on the back end. This is a very diligent, dedicated type of card. Okay, you could be really heavily invested in work, tasks, money, things. And we got the 2 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like this is somebody waiting on something or expecting. Let's go through. I'll give you some of the classical meanings and archetypes, then we'll get into the juicy intuitive stuff. So interesting flow of energy here. A lot of you could be very much goal-oriented in this time, or Spirit could be asking you to really define your goals, because in position number 1, we have the 10 of Cups. Usually a card of happy endings, wish fulfillment, having all that you want, all that you need. Now, this is a good card we'd like to see towards the end of the year, right? The 10 of Cups. It's having it all. Now, it could also represent family, matters of the home. A lot of you could be really like keyed in on matters of the home and family with this card. So we really want to clarify it to see what it's about, but it could be a victory or win of some kind, or something you've been wanting, something you've been like, I don't want to say aching for, but something you've been striving for and wanting could come in with a card like this. So it's really nice. Now, moving to the center, we do have the Ace of Wands. I always say all aces are opportunities. This one is very, very fired up. Finding a new spark within you, a new motivation could be a big key here with this Ace of Wands. So we could be talking about your motivation, what you're focused on, what you're putting your fire into. Once again, this is another card that I see with wins and victories, stuff like that. So I like the Ace of Wands. It is very explosive and fiery in a good way. Now, it can also represent, you know, little blow-ups, temper tantrums, stuff like that. Like, so your temper might be a little bit more on edge. You might be a little more combustible than you normally are when this card shows up. It is also a card of sexual attraction. Okay, so I'll put that out there. I mean, take it how it hits for you, my friend, but this is a card that could represent the libido. But moving to the very back end, we have the Eight of Pentacles, a card of hard work and dedication, diligence, very detail-oriented. That's why I said at the very beginning of the spread, Spirit might be wanting you to like really make a solid plan, take stock, really put in the forefront what it is that you want to work for or work towards, and put that energy towards it when we get all of this energy combining. Now, work things, money things, this is a huge card of that. So a lot of you could just be focused in on your work, your money, your pentacles. But it's a very good card, and it's a card of dedication, wanting to work towards something, wanting to make something happen. As your bonus card right here on the back end, we got the Two of Wands. All twos in tarot could represent partnerships, those that we're very closely attached to, teamwork. This is a big card of being at a crossroads. So a lot of you might feel like at this point in life, you're at a big crossroads where it's going to go left or it could go right. And with the surrounding cards, there's a lot of positive, optimistic energy to be had. But it was giving me this energy when it first popped out of like expecting something, waiting on something. So a lot of you might be in that mode where you're just waiting like any day now, where, yeah, this is coming, this might happen. Like you might be expecting something. So let's see how the rest of this reading plays out, Aries, because there's a lot for us to look into. Let's jump in and clarify. All right, so let's get a good shuffle here for my Aries friends. Please, my guides, talk to me. What do we got for the collective here? I'm liking the energy so far. And yes, Aries, this is where I go intuitive with the reading, which means I just tell you how it feels to me. So feel free to do further research or rely on your base knowledge of tarot, because as you know, every single reading is about the reader's interpretation, and I'm just giving you mine. Let's see what's up with that Ten of Cups. And yes, if you're a tarot reader yourself, please feel free to play along. That's why this box is here. If you're feeling any messages that you want to give to Aries, you could drop it in the comments. I don't mind at all. All right, 10 of Pentacles time. I mean, 10 of Cups, pardon me. The Eight of Pentacles is jumbling my brain a little bit. Yeah, we have the Knight of Cups, like, yeah, really wanting to pursue something. So a lot of you might be in that mode. When we get the Knight of Cups, yes, it could represent romantic things, romantic situations, emotional. So when I get this card, it is a silky, smooth talking love offer type of card. But it is movement based, it is action based. So I feel like a lot of you, something could turn out way better than you expect, or something good is coming in. Just like if I were to keep it bare bones, simple, simplistic, Aries style, 10 of Cups with the Knight of Cups, if you're not linked to a water sign, is saying like, hey, you're about to get some sort of wish come true. And I don't say that facetiously, and I don't say that lightly. This is a huge, big, massive energy of wins and victories. Okay, so whatever it is that's taken up the most of your mind right now, whatever it is you might be trying to heal or soothe by watching this, Spirit's pretty much saying, like, listen, everything's going to be okay. Don't stress it too much. Everything will shake out how it needs to shake out. Okay, so this, once again, wins, victories, overcoming. It feels really good. And for a lot of you, if this is like linked to a romantic thing, this is like a beautiful energy here of some sort of communication, right? Because the Knight of Pentacles is a card of offers. It's a card of communication. Let's keep it moving though, because this could apply to lots of different areas of life. We're going to see what's up with that Ace of Wands here. It's a much different energy than last week, because last week I was getting that serious, stern, cold type of energy. Not so much here. It's much more watery. So why is this Ace of Wands here for Aries? Why is this Ace of Wands here? Yeah, the deck is being specific now. There we go. All right. Yeah, we have the Seven of Pentacles showing up here in reverse. Interesting. Okay, you might not really be satisfied how something shook out too. Like, even though we have this really good positive energy, there might be some sort of result where it's not sitting right, it doesn't taste right. So we're having a little bit of a mixed bag here, Aries. When I see the Seven of Pentacles, it is a card of patience. So a lot of you could have that get up and go, like there is something you're wanting to do. There is something you're wanting to accomplish. And I feel like for a lot of you, there might be this feeling of unfinished business, or something that may not have like concluded how you liked, or there's just something that's unresolved, unfinished. When I see this, the Ace of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, it's like, no, I want to make this right, or this needs to be made right for whatever reason. Now we'll see if it plays out with the Eight of Pentacles. This could also represent karmic things, and I am saying, like, yeah, there's something that somebody's wanting to do here. There is no patience involved. It's like action, movement with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. For a very small portion of people, this could be anger, where somebody feels like something isn't fair. So keep that in mind as well, like, because we are picking up those tones of unfinished business or something that's just not fair or wasn't fair how it shook out. Let's see how the Eight of Pentacles goes. But there could be something you are really wanting to accomplish here, something that sets a fire off within you, which isn't always a bad thing. That explosive energy isn't always bad, right? And I always say that because I'm an Aries myself. My Sun, Mercury, Venus, all Aries. So I really resonate with that type of energy. When there's something you want to do, when there's something you want to attain, all in. So that's kind of a vibe I'm picking up here. Let's go in on the Eight of Pentacles, and we'll do a quick recap before we get into the shadow card. So why is this Eight of Pentacles here? And deck is being specific. Here we go. Yeah, and this is somebody like really trying to keep themselves distracted. We have the Queen of Wands in reverse. And that thing I was talking about where there might be something that's not sitting right or some sort of unfinished business. When I get this Queen of Wands in reverse under the Eight of Pentacles, it's giving me that energy of someone like really just trying to keep themselves busy. Like, no, I'm going to stay busy. I'm going to stay on task. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do that. I'm not going to wallow. I'm not going to sit. I'm not going to think about this. It's somebody staying very much busy so they don't have to process something. So do with that what you will, Aries, right? Whether it's you or another person. Now, yeah, maybe you're having issues with a fire sign or issues with a feminine figure at work. For some of you, that could be it. But when I see the Queen of Wands, I think of, once again, a very confident, beautiful, sexy type of card in reverse under the Eight of Pentacles. It's somebody like really just keeping themselves busy and really not trying to pay attention to anything. Just task, task, task. So take it if it hits, my friends. There could be someone you're connected to that's really just trying to keep themselves busy and occupied for whatever reason. But let's go through and do a quick little recap here before we get into the shadow card. And it is that type of year as well where a lot of people are very busy. But if you kindly look in the box, in the beginning we have the Ten of Cups with the Knight of Cups in the upright. Water sign energy, beautiful wish fulfillment types of vibes. So there could be something that rolls in for you that is very positive, very good. If there's something you've been really wanting, this bodes well. Massive energy of wish fulfillment, wins, victories of all kinds. So whatever is mostly taking up your mind, there could be a good swing there. Moving to the center, we have the Ace of Wands with the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. I got like 3 messages there. One, it could be a feeling of like some unfinished or unresolved issue where something's just like not sitting right and you feel like it needs to be brought into some sort of balance or harmony here. There could also be somebody that feels like something, they're a little upset, a little angry. They feel like something was unfair. But a lot of you, this is like, all right, I see it, I want it, I get it. I see it, I want it, I take action. So action, movement, explosive. On the very back end, we have the Eight of Pentacles with the Queen of Wands in reverse. And I feel somebody keeping themselves very busy with tasks. Like they're not processing something purposefully. They're just trying to keep their mind busy, keep their hands busy, so they don't have to wallow in something. So do with that what you will, my friends. I'm going to get you one shadow card here. Interesting energy. I'd say overall, though, even though we have like a few little speed bumps, this is very positive, right? With that Ten of Cups, that Knight of Cups, this is good. Especially if you're waiting on some sort of communication here, news. But let's get you one shadow card here real quick. What do we got for Aries, please? Our guides and spirit team. And yeah, we're just going to see what's in the shadows. Yeah, the Ace of Cups in the shadows. So water did play a pretty big key part in this spread. Now, the Ace of Cups is usually a very positive, happy type of card. A lot of you could struggle in this time of year with like little feelings of sadness, depression, when we look at the shadow side of this Ace of Cups. So just know there could be something linked to seasonal depression. But for some of you, it could even be a romantic thing that's just not sitting right here. It could be linked to what we were seeing in the read itself, because the Ace of Cups is a very romantic type of card. But when I see it, generally, I think of one's emotional state of being, and in the shadows, you really might need to process something. So if you've been trying to distract yourself, keep yourself busy, you might need to do some inner work, inner healing with a card like this. So Aries, that's what I have for you this week, my beautiful friends. Don't click away just yet. I'm going to give you the details of the December subscriber surprise. If you got your name in for the November subscriber surprise, the winners will be announced after the fire air readings this week. But for December, I'm giving away 2 copies of the beautiful Tarot in Wonderland. This is the deck I used in this week's reading. So if you'd like to get your name in for this, 2 simple things, as always, my friends. First, you must be subscribed. Second, let me know down in the comments which tarot card makes you happiest when you see it. You'll be entered to win, and at the end of December, I will put the winners in my community tab. As always, my friends, much love to you, and I'll see you next time.